I am going to discuss the new way I am organizing. Originally, and in my first video, it showed how I first alphabetized my direct line, and then anyone behind that, or any children or grandchildren, got filed in another folder behind them with a circle next to their name. So today I have started to redo my files. What I've done now is my direct line is going to be filed on the left-hand side, and then any of their children are going to be in the middle with a dot. And then any of their grandchildren actually come over to the left, and instead of using a dot, I used a triangle. So very quickly, if any of the files got out of order, I could see which generation. The other thing that I have added is when there is an adult child, even though they don't get married, usually at the time of marriage is when you create the folder, and then all their records start going into that folder. I have found a lot of the adult children, if they've lived after 20, have their own documents, and it was better just to create their own file. So that is what I have done, is gone through and created any person who made it into adulthood, even if they weren't married, have their own file. I still have a ways to go. Originally, if someone were the grandchildren of a direct line, I had been filing it in their parents. So for example, Odin, all of his children had their own group sheet along with all their documentation, so I'll be creating files for that. So it'll have the third generation. I do not go down to the fourth generation because I find I want to focus on my current research, and I find going to the third generation usually gets me some living relatives who are also researching, and they can tie in. If I come across any fourth generation information, I upload it to Ancestry and document it in my files, but I do not actually print out their documents. That's all electronic, just to save on paper and to keep my filing system smooth. So that is my new system. It seems to be working really well, and I like being able to tell quickly at a glance where I'm at.